Well, good morning, good night, good welcome. Welcome. We still got reverse polarity up in the corner of the screen.
Oh, dude. Man, why'd you do that? All right. Now we're professional.
Welcome to Side Jag, the show where we talk about movies, all kinds of fun stuff, movies, guy stuff, girl stuff, whatever. We're going to talk about stuff tonight. The intro sucked, but hey, tonight's movie is Project X and not the one with Matthew Broderick with the monkey. I didn't realize there was two.
I didn't realize that was either. Oh,
yeah, I was kind of excited.
So
I was like,
I didn't know that was a movie.
I didn't either until I searched Project X, and it was like, Matthew Broderick with a monkey. Oh, that'll be fun. And then I was
Imagine how fun it would have been if you had to watch that movie.
Probably would have been better than the experience I had watching this movie. Because this movie literally took me 5 days to watch. Because
it's only an hour and 20 minutes.
I know. It took me 5 days. I watched it like
10 minutes at a time.
Yeah. Oh, that's about all I could handle. Normally I like to give we're going to jump into this movie real quick, only because there's so much more stuff I'd rather talk about than this movie. So let's just jump right into it. The plot for the premise of this movie is like no other movie we've ever seen before. Follow me on this. Three high schoolers decide to throw one of their friends, one of the three, a party. Because their parents are mysteriously going away for the weekend. Now, of course, the parents tell the kid, hey, we know you're going to have a party, Junior, but let's try to keep it under, just people you know, and stay out of my office. Don't go anywhere near my car. Which is basically a prelude to tell you the office is going to get trashed. The car is going to go into the pool. The house is going to get burned to the ground. There's more TNA in this movie than I have ever seen in any teenage, wow, I don't know what school these guys go to, but I wish I would have gone there, because when you tell the girls in order to go in the pool, you got to drop the top, they fling those suckers right off. Anyways, in the joy of American Pie, we have this party that just goes to the craziest thing ever. 1,500 people show up. Needless to say, the house gets burned to the ground along with half the subdivision. And unlike most movies that have a happy ending, this does have a happy ending, but not in the sense that you think he's going to be able to hide it all from his parents. There's newscopters. It's just insanity. Yeah. If you're into drunken teenage high school party time movies, then this is the movie for you. If you find them utterly boring and stupid, then watch something else, because you've seen this movie before at least 10 times.
Well, however, the funny part about this movie is it's
the midget that punches everyone in the balls.
Well, that's funny. But this
movie's
loosely based on something that really happened. The facts and details are saying, but there was a kid that threw a party, 16-year-old kid. The cops came, the people rioted. So, fun fact.
I did think there is a scene where the neighbor comes over and politely asks them to turn down the music. He ends up punching the kid in the face. Of course, what I liked about it is that they hire this. I mean, this was 2012, and this was Porky's, for sure. This was 2012, and they had a guy following them around with a camcorder to record the whole thing, which I thought was great, because that's definitely a page of the 2020 book. Minus take COVID out and pretend like that didn't happen. But I mean, here in Florida, I don't think it ever did. But M&Ms, by the way. We'll talk about those more.
That's your snack choice for the movie, then?
No, I wouldn't. I would not want to soil the movie. Like the M&Ms with that movie.
Oh, dude, that bad. Huh?
This movie sucked.
But listen, did you not want to go to a party like this when you were in high school?
Oh, are you kidding me? Like, I would want to throw that party when I was in high school. I mean,
this is like this is the only thing you got to go back to your high school self. Like this party, yes. Now, I never really wanted to go to high school parties that much, but I wanted to go to a high school party like this. That better be.
Oh, who doesn't want to go to a high school party like that? I mean, I want to go to a party like that now. Shit.
But I need everyone to be over 18 because.
No, I want to be the old guy in the room when they were playing.
You're the dude.
Yeah, the deer pond. Hey, aren't you a little old to be here? Aren't you so and so's dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this, bro.
They were like, no, he already graduated. He already graduated. When, in 87?
Don't get me wrong. This movie has a lot of funny things in it. I feel that if you were maybe Sunday or Saturday night, you've kicked a couple back, and you're just like, you're in that mood, you would have loved this movie. Like, this is definitely that mood. You know, the little gnome, you know, it happened to be filled with ecstasy.
Yeah.
That was spectacular. Driving the car into the pool. Everything was cliche about this. I mean, even back to even like you know, they have the friend, the girl that's the friend that's been friends since like the 3rd grade, and secretly he's in love with her and she's in love with him, and he gets to do the cool American Pie thing where he gets to hook up with the hottest girl in the school, wants to give him pleasure him, and like she walks in, oh my god, I can't believe you're doing this, and all storms out, and you know, they got that cool line at the end of the movie, like, I know I'm basically going to go to jail and won't be able to talk to anyone for the next 20 years, but the only thing I'll be thinking about is you.
What?
Oh, kiss me.
The best part about the one scene when he's in the room is when the kid that gets punched is in the closet and is like, do you need a hand with that? Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah. Oh, the security guards were the best.
He was like, he's basically doing the little, he's like, we've lost control. The house has been breached.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. And at the very end where they both just like clothesline the guy in the yard. I told you. And they're just like, oh, crack. You know. And at the end they're like, hey, we're getting paid. You get paid. You're like the worst 2 security guards ever. No, you're not getting paid. You know.
The cast of characters is basically Costa, which is, you know, he's just a total douchebag. JB, which is like the good kid.
Yeah, he's the nerd. He's the nerd kid.
And Thomas is also a good kid.
But he's the token fat guy that is, you know.
That's JB. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's what's his the token fat guy in every movie now that was in the Money movie that we just watched.
Oh, what? Seth.
No, I was 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. His name's Seth something. Somebody help us out in the chat, guys. Come on.
It's not Seth. Isn't it Jonathan or John or I don't know.
Hold up, I'll look it up.
What was the fat guy in the Money movie with? I suck at this.
No, I'm thinking he's called Seth in Bad. Jesus, hold up.
Not Seth Rogen. It's not Seth Rogen. No,
it's not. It's not Seth Rogen.
No, it's not a pop movie.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Thank you.
All right.
Like that kid is like just the, you know, he's like the other Jonah Hill character that you'd expect to see in a movie. Right. So, well, let me ask you this. Okay, so like to me, the funniest scenes were the midget punching everybody in the balls.
Right.
The guy coming with the blowtorch and just torching everything. Because up until that point, you kind of were like, there's a chance they could fix this. And then the car goes in the pool, and the guy's like, I can't fix any of this. I don't even know what to do. You know, I can't fix that. And like that was cool. And then, but to me, there again, walk-up music. Movie opens, best walk-up music ever. Talking about, you know, what was it, 2 Live Crew?
Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah.
Walks up playing, and it's just like it was the best walk-up music ever, man. I'm getting some. Hey, you know, and then the mom, hey, what did you just say? Nothing.
Excuse me.
Yeah. You know, so
they had a good soundtrack. Like the Pursuit of Happiness remix was a pretty good one. Yeah.
In 2012, this would have definitely had a pretty awesome soundtrack. I mean, it's not a total bust. It's just like it's one of those movies I just struggle to watch. I don't know what it is about these movies.
Well, it's not a good movie.
No, it's painful.
It's not a good movie, but if you have like some nostalgia for high school, you were the kid that didn't get to party like you wanted to, or you always dreamed of something like this might be the movie for you.
Yeah. Because it's not. I don't have any of those problems.
Yeah.
I don't have any of those problems. So,
right. And,
we gotta stop picking sucky ass movies.
Well, that's the problem. We don't pick the movies. You see,
I know. We just gotta stop.
I add them
the
to the list just because I think they'll be like a fun something to talk about. But yeah.
Oh, I mean, they are. It's just like, God. Oh, there's a rip here.
Boost it in post.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, of course.
Sorry, I got that Delta cough. I got that Delta cough.
Yeah, Delta. You got the D. You can get the D, but you can't get no DNA. Yeah.
So
my Ice Cube imitation. Okay, going on.
All right, yeah. So we're done with Project X, right?
You got nothing to add to it?
It's like,
I mean, if you got nothing to add, I could, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about all the fun scenes. If I like the movie a lot, I don't play on my phone.
Yeah,
I was playing on my phone. So
I was wiring up the amp rack in the Honda Civic watching this amplifier this week. I'm like, Fernando, shut up! I gotta watch this. This is like fucking homework. I gotta finish. There's a test coming up, man.
I don't know if you've heard, Fernando, but reverse polarity and sidejag is serious business.
This is fucking serious.
2021.
Yes. Dude, it's like, dude, I got, you know, it's like, I don't want to let anybody down, you know, the thought of letting someone down and be like, you know, but this movie, I was this close to throwing in the fucking towel last night. You know, Haley's like, dude, you got 10 minutes left. You're eating dinner. Let's just watch it. And I was like,
well, I want to know what Haley thought about it. Did she watch it?
No. She watched the last 10 minutes of the movie, but she was like this.
Yeah.
You know, which is like, and I just got, that was dumb. I'm like, of course it was dumb. And she's like, who picks these movies? You guys have had sucky ass movies. And I'm like, listen, I mean, last week was awesome. You know, that was a cool movie. But so 2 movies. All right. So let's talk about M&Ms for a minute, because that was the precursor to me finishing the last 6 M&Ms in the bag in the refrigerator. Thank you to myself for probably leaving those and going, I don't feel like throwing the bag away. I'll just leave a couple in there. I don't have to
that
do
way
that.
The next guy can get them.
Yeah. What a nice guy. But I think I'm
where do you land on M&Ms? There's only, in my mind, there's only 3 main M&Ms: peanut butter, original, and peanut M&Ms.
Have you seen the bag now that comes with the multi bags?
No.
Okay, I didn't know this existed, but they make multi bags now that have like regular and peanut in them. Okay, and Sue bought a bag and they were sitting on the counter. So one day I took a couple of them out and I'm like, wait a minute, that was a regular and a peanut. No, it was just a mistake. It's like when you get the onion ring with the French fry, or the one French fry when you order onion rings at Burger King, and you're like, ooh, a French fry. Oh, it's like a little bump.
It's a gem.
So I thought that's what happened. I got like a peanut in with some regular M&Ms. So it's like, you know, Bob was like, oh, what? Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, shit. No. But then like the next day I take another couple and I'm like, all right, what the fuck is going on here? You know, hold on, you know, and I'm doing the typical old guy. Where the fuck did it go? I'm doing the old guy move. What the fuck am I eating here? What is going on? Why is there nuts and no nuts?
It's all mixed up.
Yeah, and it's like, and I was like, and Haley goes, oh, those suck. I'm like, God,
well, where do you rank the 3? Out of the 3, where do you rank them? 1, 2, 3. How does it go?
Peanut butter, regular.
All right, so just switch. Peanut butter, regular, peanut. Yeah. Tie.
You know, because sometimes you feel like hardcore nuts, and sometimes you want it pre-chewed.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's the way it is.
You dogging on my peanut butter mix M&Ms.
Yeah, goodbye.
Hi, Sue.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
The extended universe has entered the room.
Yes, definitely extended universe.
But I would say, like, so somebody, who was it? 25 Hertz. He said Reese's Pieces.
Ooh, Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Yes. I would gladly take Reese's Pieces over peanut butter flavored M&M.
Would you? No.
Oh yeah, it's a different flavor.
They're not big enough, though.
You put enough in your hand and jam them in your mouth, you're okay.
But I would argue
I'm
that
not
the
eating
peanut
one at
butter
a time.
ratio.
I got shit to do.
The peanut butter to candy ratio is important. You need more peanut butter than candy or chocolate outside. It's
Oh,
tough.
you
They're
guys
they're
need
both
help.
good. I'm not going to throw either one of them away.
Popcorn with M&Ms or Reese's? Reese's. Because there again, I think the Reese's size fits better with popcorn because they're smaller, whereas like the M&Ms just seem they're bigger and they're just, like it's I don't know, like you said, but I like Reese's. Reese's will
Right.
win every time. It's because they're the OGs, man. Let's be honest. It's
Well,
Reese's
I mean,
peanut
since
butter
ET.
and everything else.
Since ET.
But
Is it
I
ET?
guess
Got you.
oh yeah, ET Elliot. What the real question is Reese's actually peanut butter? Because I don't think it is. I don't know what
Maybe
the
not.
fuck it is, but
Yes.
it ain't peanut butter.
Well, when you buy the
Ooh.
jar, it's peanut butter, but it's not the same.
No, it's just weird crap that it's good when like a pretzel. So like take a pretzel raw, dip it in chocolate, roll it in Reese's Pieces, and then eat it. Now you're talking Christmas love right there.
Wow.
Like, yeah,
That's some work, man. That's some work
No,
to
it's
get
not.
that done.
Have you never made Christmas cookies?
No.
Oh, dude.
No, I don't. My mom
let me
and
tell
my
you.
wife did.
Oh, dude, let me tell you about.
I can see how that would
cookies.
be a big thing around your house.
We don't do it much anymore, but when Haley was young, like sugar cookies with frosting on top, you want to talk about a conveyor line of hell? Holy crap! Like, and it would have to be cold out because we'd make so many, we'd have to use this room as like the cooler. So we'd like have the window cracked so that the cold air can come through. Because when you frost the cookie, the frosting has to harden, in order for it to be yummy. So you have to, it has to get that certain temperature in order to do that, the dryness and all that other crap. And dude, we would make hundreds of Christmas. Fucking Jesus Christ. And they're all sugar cookies with frosting on top. And it was
have you seen the meme where people are trying to shade sugar cookies? It's like, you like these kind of cookies? It shows a sugar cookie with frosting. And then below it shows the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. And he said, yes. And I'm tired of pretending that I don't. Sugar cookies are delicious, man.
Yes.
Like, who doesn't
that's all we made.
I know. Like, who doesn't like sugar cookies with frosting? I mean, it's literally sugar.
Yes.
It's sugar.
With more sugar on top.
Yeah,
and
two different types of sugar. Right. It's like somebody's seen another post about biscuits and gravy. Who came up with the idea, like, I want really dry flour and I want really wet flour, and then I want to mix them two together into a meal.
Listen, if we're going to talk about the ultimate food, we're going to talk about an egg, cheese, and chicken biscuit. Because anytime you can have both coming and going chicken on one thing, and if you want to put gravy on top of it, just kill me now.
It's just, great.
Just kill me now. A biscuit and gravy with egg and chicken. Oh my God!
I'll put gravy on anything.
I think you have to. Reese's is peanut butter like KFC is chicken. All right, so with the KFC kip, are you doing extra crispy or original? Because I feel everyone always says extra crispy, and let's be honest.
I'm an original guy.
If I am too, that's. But I mean, if you could get either one at the drive-thru, because let's be honest, it's like playing the fucking lottery going through a KFC drive-thru to get chicken. Yeah. It's like I don't even bother to ask anymore. I go, hey, can I get an 8-piece? And it's like, what do you want? Extra crispy original. Why are you even asking me? Just give me 8 pieces of chicken. I don't care what you got because you ain't got what I want. Just put some shit in a bucket. Give me those mashed potatoes that are made out of love and the only coleslaw on the planet that tastes good because it tastes like candy. So just give me that shit.
Sugar.
Yeah. Oh, dude, their coleslaw is straight up like candy. I don't. It's like, or take that. They're mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh.
Yeah, and it's nuclear hot when you get it. Nuclear hot.
Yeah.
You have to, like, Jesus, dude.
But the gravy's cold. The gravy's cold. The mashed potatoes will burn the top of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, guys. Like,
what's going on here?
Needless to say, I don't ever shop at KFC, so
no, me neither.
We'll not be getting them as an endorsement. I'm sorry. However, if they'd like to change my mind, I'm willing to take the chance, since that is the only form of protein I do eat.
Yeah, and I had Five Guys earlier, which is a nightmare. All right, I never asked you, where do you land on hot dogs? Like, are hot dogs in the diet now, or what?
No. All beef hot dogs, no. Turkey hot dogs, yes.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'll have it. Like, if
Five Guys
has
nothing for you but fries, then
Exactly. Oh, dude. I never told you about the In-N-Out Burger experience in California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you guys got? Burgers. What else? French fries and milkshakes. All right, give me a vanilla milkshake or strawberry or vanilla milkshake and some French fries, and we'll call it a night.
You ever go French fries into the milkshake?
Like. I'm not gonna say I haven't, but it's not something that I will do. I mean, I know the Wendy's like Frosty with French fries is like kind of like a cult classic for people to like dip their. And there again, it's not like I'm gonna say no, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Hey, man, it's 11 o'clock. You know what we should go do, bro? Let's go get Frosties and dip our French fries in them." Haley will.
Yeah,
but she's not a stoner. She's just one of those people that likes to do that stupid shit.
She just eats like a stoner.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, let's go do that. Well, that was fun.
I mean, we know Haley's got poor judgment in food. She's all this banana stuff. Like she seems like a wonderful young lady, but the banana stuff, man, it's terrible.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I will say my snack choice for this movie, was Pop-Tarts, original strawberry Pop-Tarts, with frosting.
Frosted. Okay, I was gonna say.
Where do you land? Frosted. I heard a rumor that people heat up their Pop-Tarts.
Yes,
is this true?
Yes. Yeah, I would. If I have a choice, I'm heating up a Pop-Tart, putting butter on it.
Butter? Wow, that's a twist.
So heat it up, flip it over, cover it in butter till it's melted and soggy, and then eat it. It's yummy because it adds.
I've never heated up a Pop-Tart that I can remember. Ever.
It was much later in life that I figured out, you're supposed to put these in the that's why they come 2 in a bag. Yeah. I think it was the toaster strudel. Remember when the toaster strudel came out?
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, what? Oh, damn. Toaster strudel. And then you ran out of toaster strudels and you looked in the cupboard and you had a box of shitty Pop-Tarts and you're like, I wonder if I put these in the toaster, if they'll taste like a toaster strudel. No, but they do taste better.
Right.
You know, it's like,
and people who want to argue for the Pop-Tart over a toaster strudel, get out of here, man. It's not even close. Like, I like Pop-Tarts. I really like Pop-Tarts, but if you're offering me a toaster strudel or a Pop-Tart, it's not even a question.
No, and not only that, it's like when you're keep in mind, I haven't had a one of those in probably 20 years, but it's not like the memory fades. It's like the first time. Anyways, when you're putting the white stuff on it, oh God, that went really bad in my head. When you're putting the frosting on it, and you're trying to decide how much frosting do you want to put on there, because you're gonna suck whatever's left in the container.
It's mandatory. Jeez,
you're doing this shit no matter what. You know?
I don't know. How did we find each other? Because that's exactly what I do. And by the way, I like to call that sugar gravy. That is sugar gravy right there. You're putting on that toaster strudel.
How do you feel about Hot Pockets?
Dude, I really despise Hot Pockets, but
oh my God, dude, are they not the worst? Yeah. However, when I was young and broke, Hot Pockets were a definite staple of life, and they had a breakfast Hot Pocket that I would eat a breakfast Hot Pocket every morning. And I was like, yeah, these are great. And I always feel like shit. And so for like 2 years, I had the breakfast Hot Pocket, and I was like, God, and then, finally was like reading the box one day, and I was like, I can't eat these anymore. These are fucking terrible. Holy crap.
I have a box of 5 breakfast Hot Pockets that I bought for whatever reason. And I was like, you know what? I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to usually do what I do for breakfast. I threw it in there and I'm eating it. I'm like, this is gross, man. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Why did I buy this?
Yeah, no. I mean, the thought of eating something like, oh, fuck.
I'd rather just eat buttered toast.
The 20-year-old me was like, hell yeah, bro, give me that. Give me some Hot Pockets. Ooh, give me the meatball one? Like, oh, yeah. Oh, what stupid. But yeah, lovely. There was a comedian that I can't remember. I think it was, I don't remember who it was. He did a whole thing. I think it was Jim Gaffigan. Yeah. Hot Pockets. Right. It's lava. Why would you bite this? Hot Pockets.
Well, then the edges are all really hard and gross.
Oh, yeah, and then you got to kind of eat around it. Yeah. I don't know. Pot pies are the shit, man.
Yeah, I can vouch. Like, if you put a pot pie in the oven, yeah, man. Even the banquet ones are cheap.
Do you guys have Cheddars? Do you guys have the restaurant Cheddars? So they have a pot pie, and which is funny. So Sue will always get the hot pie, the hot pie. It is hot, but get the pot pie, which is really just. It's not even really a pot pie. It's a bowl pie because they just put all the shit in a bowl, put a top on it, put it in the oven, and it's not like it has sides or anything like that.
They should call it hot pie, like Game of Thrones.
It should,
right?
Yeah,
Isn't that what they call it?
Yeah. I have no idea. But, so then what she'll do is, she'll take the fork and cut it around, put the plate on top of it and turn it over and eat it that way out of the bowl. And I'm like, it's not a bad idea. It's I said fancy
technique, I think.
Yeah.
I've never tried it.
Yeah, but that's how she eats that. Hollandaise. Hollandaise is a hit or miss, man. Hollandaise sauce.
If it's not good, it's not good.
It's just, I had some hollandaise sauce the other day that I was just like, this is so bad. Because I like poached eggs. I really do. It makes me feel like I'm healthy. But let's screw those up and put hollandaise sauce on it, and then you get crappy hollandaise sauce, and you're like, that totally ruined my breakfast experience. But yeah. All right, 2 shows. All right, guys. Banquet pot pies are the bomb. All right, $5. All right, so one pot pie story, side jag. I will tell you. Many years ago, probably 5 or 6, the girls were like, "Hey, her aunt from Hawaii was coming into town, and they were going up to just outside of Panama. There's a little beach city up there that they were going to. It's about a 5.5 hour drive from here to there. It was Thanksgiving, and they were there for the week, and they were like, "Hey, can you come up and see everyone?" And I was like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" They're like, no, come on, you can do it. I was like, dude, it's like, no, man. I mean, that's a 5-hour drive. So I ended up driving up there Wednesday. I think I've told this story before. Needless to say, I go to drive home Thanksgiving Day. They're preparing to have this feast of Thanksgiving. Like, they got crab claws and all this. It's like a seafood extravaganza. And I'm not feeling bad because I don't really like seafood. I know. It's okay. I like shrimp. Buffalo shrimp from Hooters is pretty good because it tastes like buffalo. I get home, and I got waiting for me in the freezer that I had already bought that Marie Callender's family-size pot pie because I'm going to eat it for the next 3 days. That was my Thanksgiving dinner. So I was like, and it was chicken flavored, sure. Because
sometimes there's like, sometimes the frozen meal is better than it has any right to be sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, like frozen pizza. There's certain frozen pizzas that if you manage to cook it just right, you're just going, wow, I'd eat this. This is so nice.
Is this delivery or DiGiorno's?
Oh, 100%. And then other times you're like, no, this is definitely DiGiorno's. This sucks. Okay, so 2 shows. Anybody out there with Apple Plus? There's a show, and you're in audio by any stretch of the imagination. I don't mean audio. I just mean audio, like music and stuff like that. There's a new show. It's like a 5-part series that they have. It's called Watch the Sound. Is it Watch the Sound? Hold on. It's either Watch the Sound or Watch the Music. Let me. Watch the Sound with Mark Ronson. And it is a documentary about audio. So, like, they take auto tunes and they take reverb, and they break each show down into just one topic, and it is fabulous. Like, if you want something to do, a series to watch, I strongly recommend spending the time to watch this. If you don't have Apple TV, Fro's in the house. What's up, Fro? If you don't have Apple TV, this is an excuse to get Apple TV. For one, you want to watch this show, Watch the Sound, and of course, Ted Lasso. If you're not watching Ted Lasso, you're the last person on the planet to realize that you're missing the most amazing show ever. But Paul McCartney's in this. Grohl is in this. T-Pain is in this. Duran Duran is in this. Bunch of other guys that I don't remember their names, but he just does a fabulous job. There's him talking with Paul McCartney. He does a fabulous job of just breaking it down. So you have auto-tune, sampling, reverb, synthesizer, and then I thought there was one more.
There is more. There's got to be more.
Yeah. Drum machine, and there's the Roots guy from Jimmy Fallon's show.
Questlove.
And then Distortion. Distortion is awesome. Oh my gosh! Like, I'm all of these are awesome. Yeah. All of these are awesome, but if you got nothing to do for a couple hours, like I sat there, like it was either Friday or Saturday night. It was Saturday night. I watched the whole series. Didn't move. I came home from work and we started watching it, and then we met Haley for some food, and then I came back and sat down and kept watching it. I didn't even. I was like, I need to go.
I let you text me when you watched it, and I was like, yeah, I got to add this. I was like, oh, I let freaking Apple TV lapse, so I got to get it because Ted Lasso for sure, and then I've got to watch this.
So Fernando finally got Apple TV because I've been telling him, dude, you got to watch Ted Lasso. You're like the biggest soccer fan ever, and you haven't watched Ted Lasso. Talk about the last person on the planet to know. So he finally got Apple TV this week, and it was like 4 hours into the day. He's like, oh, I watched Ted Lasso last night. I'm like, how in the hell did you not open the day up with, hey, I watched Ted Lasso last night? Like that's like moment one Monday talk.
Right.
Like, forget all this dumb shit we talked about for 4 hours. You watched Ted Lasso finally. Like, you're dumb. Why did you tell me? We could talk about that.
That show is better than it should have or had any right to be because it was. My God, yes. I had so low expectations when I watched it, and I was like, you know what, this is actually great,
dude. Let me tell you what, Apple TV, everything they've come out with so far has just been like, and it's gone. But I mean, all of it is just phenomenal. They definitely are picking the right shows to build their library. But What the Sound, hands down, one of the best audio documentaries, music style documentaries. And I watch a lot of them because I love that stuff. To me, that is just like, I love audio. I love listening to people talk about time and music and something that we can kind of all relate to in one form or another. And just kind of like them telling you like the silly things. And I mean, I feel like the one movie I didn't like was the Elton John one, but even that I was like, it wasn't too bad. You know, I didn't care for the whole musical side of things, but like I love watching those shows, you know, and like Kiss had one not too long ago. We sat and watched the whole thing, and I thought that could have been better, but it was still pretty good. But this show is just like when they talk about Reverb, the whole one on Reverb is phenomenal. And one of the things I thought was interesting was Tower Records there in California, you know, the big cylindrical building. Underneath the parking lot, they have reverb chambers built in. Okay. And they call them like the chambers or the halls or some stuff like that. And so what happens is they'll be up in the recording booth. They'll send the music down to the reverb room where they have the speaker set up here and the microphone set up here. And all the rooms are built differently. Like no two room is the same. And they'll just run it through the room and it'll pipe back up and they'll listen to it. And I was like, why aren't we going down to the rooms? That was the only disappointing thing. I was like, why aren't we going to the rooms? But they're just these random concrete rooms built underneath the parking lot when they built the facility for reverb because, and like the whole, and like they go to these oil well or these diesel oil storage containers in like Scotland or something like that. And they're like, it's the biggest. So there's this guy that records reverb so that they can digitize it and then you can use it for your music, you know, as a plugin.
Yeah.
And they like 3D map the whole chamber. So it's like the longest reverb chamber ever that he's ever mapped. So it like takes like 2.5 minutes and then for it to come back.
It goes. Jeez.
Yeah. It's like, but it's insanity. But like he brought his whole DJ thing in there and was playing and it was just cool. It was really neat. The whole series was just like top notch, done really well. So if you get a chance,
check that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you like that, I would suggest to you to watch Complex done a series of videos called Magnum Opus. And it took songs that were popular back from the 80s. They're all rap songs, hip hop. And from then till 2000 and something. And they just absolutely dissect them. And they tell you about why they were popular, how they came out. They kind of set the stage and everything. So,
and that's on Vimeo?
It's on Vimeo right now. It used to be on YouTube, and I think there's like 7 or 8 episodes. That'd be fun to review those at one time. They done the 50 Cent song. Yeah, I can't remember. Patiently Waiting, but they done
Yeah.
like a bunch of them. So
I'll have to check it out. Definitely add it to my
So,
list of things to do.
Fast and
I'll
Furious
forget
9.
and be texting you to remind me what it was. All right.
Fast
So,
9.
all right. If you guys have not seen Fast 9 and you don't want spoilers, this is the time you got to dip out because we're going to spoil the shit out of this thing. I got to watch Fast 9. You've already watched Fast 9 and I want to talk about it because we need to talk about it. We got to talk about this show. And I don't really think it justifies. Yeah, they're rolling at 8:08. I don't think it justifies a full show.
Yeah.
And we got like a half hour left. So let's talk about Fast 9. All right. And if you're, like I said, if you don't want to be spoiled, sorry, love you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.
The
in
plot
2
doesn't
weeks.
matter anyway. So
no, it doesn't. All right. For those that are still here, spoil time. And if you have thoughts about it, please let us know in the comments. So because you rent it now, it's $20. So I was like, hey guys, you want to rent this? And both girls were like, yes. So we sat down, we watched it. What are your thoughts? Summarize this movie for me like I like to do for you.
Okay, they go to space. The end.
That was all? That was it? That's all you gave me?
Well, all right. So
I mean, yeah, okay. If that's the mark that we're hitting, then anything below that seems like totally plausible. So yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, they bring back the plot doesn't matter at all. Like there's
no plot.
There is no plot. I mean, it's just we're going from scene to scene to scene. That's all this movie is. There's no plot.
Oh yeah.
There's no through line.
You said it best when you told me that Gibbs or whatever his last name is.
Tyrese. He's us.
Tyrese Gibbs is us. He's literally the whole show. He's talking. He's monologuing what we're all thinking. That's it. That's his role in this, and we're all laughing.
Yeah.
So the audience, yeah. Oh, constantly for sure. That is exactly what was happening, and I was laughing my ass off at that because, because Ludacris was just having a blast, like that whole scene in the control room, and he's like, "You're an idiot," but he wasn't. And can we both agree on one simple? Yeah. Can we? Okay. If those magnets wouldn't have existed, this movie would have never happened. Okay.
Right.
The plot of the movie is they have magnets.
Right.
That are magical because every scene in the movie, once we got the magnets, was all about the movie couldn't have happened if we wouldn't have found those magnets.
The magnets took them to space. The magnets didn't run back to the fort. The magnets brought me home.
That's right, Busta. It was all about the magnets. Okay. This movie sucked on so many levels that it was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no reality in which any of this makes any sense, as Tyrese Gibbons throughout the whole movie basically says. Like, there's no way. And the funniest thing, there's a scene in the movie where he's like the last man and he's got an AK-47 that he picks up and they're closing in on him and he just spins around in a circle and literally everyone falls. And he goes like this.
Yeah.
And he got shot like 14 times, but not one of them, not a scratch. Yeah. And it's like, yeah.
How many more movies are there supposed to be?
I think there's one more movie.
Okay, I'm going to watch it just because it's something I have to do. But I'm done. I'm like so done with Love and Fast and Furious at this point. Like we have officially, they should have put a jump the shark scene in there. Because it's been there a long time ago. They went to
space.
Yeah. No, but it should have been on a shark.
No shit, right? Because even Tyrese, when he's explaining, like, we've done this, I'm not even going to talk about that submarine, and it's like, yeah, because it's something we've all been saying, and they just put it in the movie to be like, hey, this seems like a really good, and all right, I liked, though I didn't like, but I liked the flashback scenes. I thought the flashback scenes were good, and those scenes almost made it seem like it was a real movie.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh, these are really good scenes that, and I was thinking back to episode 1 and that story that he tells about beating the guy up. So actually, like being able to see that scene to me was great, but then they ruined it by saying that like his dad wanted him to do that, and that was the changeover scene where it was like, hey, one time one guy promised me a 10-second car. Here you go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, how's that car even still running? Like, you literally just somehow managed to turn on magnets and flip this giant semi truck over that you then surfed off of a cliff and somehow threw it up into the air and took an airplane down. That's fucking cool. And jumped out at the same time, like, yo. And the whole time when he's jumping out of the thing, I was thinking of Universal Studios, Hollywood, when I saw the Fast and Furious ride, and you see him hanging on the helicopter that's remote control, and he jumps off, and it's like, wearing his lugs or his Uggs or whatever the hell. So it was very. Yeah, it's F10 time traveling. Ooh, not bad. Can we go back to the first one and start over?
Right.
Have the new guy that played Toretto be that guy?
Well, if you asked when I asked last week if I'm the Buster or the people that started loving Fast and Furious around number 4, number 5 are the Busters, this is why I asked, because this series has turned into what it is because of those people from Fast 4 on.
Yes.
And maybe that's why I think maybe I'm the Buster for liking the car movies where they weren't superheroes.
Well, okay, so the car he was driving was insane. Like that. Okay, so
with the wide body kit, that was.
Oh my god, that was in the mid-engine car. All right, so it's funny you mentioned time travel, because let's be honest, this movie they must have a portal somewhere to jet set them all over the world. Because follow me on this logic. Okay, so movie starts out, Dom, Letty, and little Paul Walker with curly hair is working on a tractor. It's all like, oh, this is so cute, this is so nice, and like a car's coming up and it's like, oh shit, and he gets a shotgun, she gets her 9, they put the kid in the hole, and it's like, Tyrese Gibbons and Ludacris get out and they're like, yo bro, it's okay, it's just us. And they're like, oh, okay, y'all don't have a phone, because we would have just called. And they're like, hey, Mr. Nobody's plane crashed, and like we're leaving tomorrow at 8:00 in the morning to go, go find it. And it's like, okay, cool. So at 8:00 in the morning, they met someone. So you gotta figure it was still light out.
Right.
So it's got to be like 5, 6 o'clock. It'll just be, because that's what you do at 5, 6 o'clock. You work on the tractor in the yard. 8:00 in the morning, they're taking off to go fly halfway around the world to some weird fucking place that mysteriously is going to have all their cars there. And the fire was still burning from the plane crash.
Yeah. But that you won't know until the time travel in Fast 10 comes out.
Yeah. So not only that, they have a base somewhere.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's in the ocean somewhere. Okay. And somehow they keep going back to that, but yet they go to like Germany and they go to some other place. And it's like, these are not 5-minute trips.
Right.
Like how it was like, hey, that'd be like, okay, let's use Kicker as the headquarters. And I go, hey, Derek, I need you to come from North Carolina. I'm going to come from Florida and you're going to come from Arkansas. We need to meet at Kicker at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Because like we need to have a meeting, but then you need to fly to California and we need to get shit done. And it's like, okay, bro. And that's when you cut to the scene of me hopping into my Mustang, dropping the top down, and you running out to the Tahoe, and Derek trying to decide between does he want to hop in the Ford piece of shit that ain't gonna make it or his new F-150. It's like, which one do I choose? Oh, I know. I'll take the Honda with no radio. Let's go. And then we all like pull into the parking lot at the same time, even though it's an 18-hour drive for me, probably a 20-hour drive for him, and a 6-hour drive for you. But we all show up at the same time. We jump out fresh, shaven, and ready to go. And we're like, what's going on, man? What's this Kip? And then Kip, playing the role of Mr. Nobody, comes out and says, all right, guys, here's the problem. This is what we need you to do. And it's like, awesome. We have a plane waiting on the tarmac. Ooh, we ain't ever going to make it through customs in time. Not at Stillwater. No, man, y'all customs way too thick. No, we got a special line. Hop out, and there's a Learjet waiting for us. And it's like, boom, we're in Bangladesh. Next.
Does it have kicker on the side?
Kicker all the way. Big picture of Steve Irby on the tail, like a silhouette, black. Like a photo. Not like a 3D image, but just like a. And he's just like got that scowl on his face, like that Steve, like.
I'm slightly disappointed in you.
Yeah, kind of like that Bill Murray sticker. That's just like a silhouette of Bill Murray, but it's Steve Irby instead. And then so we like hop out now. And we got our cars. We still have our cars, even though we flew a Learjet and they would never make it. They somehow managed to get his Honda Accord with no radio, fresh paint from the deer, your thing, and the convertible, which would probably be the easiest thing to get. And then we do our thing, we jump from skyscraper to skyscraper, and then we're back at kicker, like next scene. It's like, wow, that was amazing. How did we do that? It's like, what the fuck, man? How is it? Like, it's not even believable. It's not even believable. Like,
no, and they're not even trying to make it believable at this point.
And it's like all of a sudden the magnets are on the wall, and Ludacris and the chick are like, hey, watch this. We're going to pull the spoon out of Tyrese Gibbons' hand. It's like, what the
fuck? And every metal feeling he's ever had. If he didn't have the porcelain, there's a part, rewind back to the part where they're at the barn, right?
Yes.
And they tell a little boy to hide and all this stuff. So the funny part to me is like Letty, like she's gone. She's like, hey, yo, this is not my kid, Dom.
No.
Like, I don't give a F about this kid. I'm out of here, bro.
I need to go. I need to go do some cool shit.
And it's like, she's just like, F this kid instantly.
Well, I didn't sign up for this crap. I want to be cool. I want to go do shit. Like, I want to be a drug runner, like in episode 5. Remember that one? Yeah, I want to go do that shit, man. Before I, I mean, so what's the favorite Fast and Furious movie? I honestly don't have one.
Mine's one, the original.
Yeah, I mean, that was, but then after 20 years, I'm like, I can't get behind this one anymore. It didn't hold up well. I mean, but it's funny, though. If you go back and watch 1, it is just as stupid as these. It's just not as outlandishly stupid. So now, instead of him hanging off the semi with a thing wrapped around his hand that he somehow can't get off, now we're
homemade spacesuits.
Yeah.
Well, whatever happened to, we need to put out a milk carton with Jesse's buddy on it. What was his name?
What happened to him?
Leon. Where's Leon?
Yeah, where's Leon?
Kip loves the movie you pitched.
Oh, right? Oh, it would be the best. Oh, it would be the best. I won't even talk about what we're pitching to do right now. Actually, we're kind of pitching this right now. I'm not supposed to talk about it because it's probably not going to happen, but we're pitching something very similar to this right now to Kicker. And hopefully tomorrow morning we'll find out what it is, if we're going to do it or not. But it's like the dumbest thing ever, but it's also the coolest thing ever. Like Fernando's like, God, that was dumb. I can't wait. I hope we get to do it. I'm like, yes, I know, right? But Fast 1 or Gone in 60 Seconds. I think Gone in 60 Seconds still holds up pretty well.
Yeah. I
don't. Fast doesn't hold up. Like it doesn't. It's nostalgia straight up, but it doesn't hold up. Like you couldn't like Gone in 60 Seconds. You could definitely make that movie almost shot for shot right now, and just like change out the cars, and like that movie would still work for the most part.
You could take a date to Gone in 60 Seconds that doesn't love cars, and they'll still like the movie.
Yeah, because like Angelina Jolie was in it. I mean,
well, plus it's got the Moby soundtrack at the beginning. Bring Sally up. Remember that? Yeah. That's a nice one. Giovanni
doesn't involve dragons. The pitch to Kicker. You mean like a bearded dragon? I mean, yeah, I'm totally, I'm totally for the dragon. That was the thing at Game of Thrones. Like, you have 3 fucking dragons. Like, why is this even a question? You have 3 fucking dragons. Like, you literally can do anything you want. You have 3 fucking dragons. And I think that's like where they're at.
I love Game of Thrones so much till the very last season. And I feel like they just ripped my heart out and just spit on it and
it was the last 3 episodes that killed it. If you stop after the Winter War, You're fine. It's those last 3 episodes that you're just to me, I always tell people, it's like, look, Game of Thrones, great. Watch it up until she kills the Ice King or whatever he was called, and then stop.
Yeah.
Don't watch it for at least 3 or 4 months. Just walk away from it. Give it 3 or 4 months, and then go back and watch the last 3 episodes, and you'll probably be okay with it. Or watch that episode, ride that high, and then just do your own pretend how you think it should end after that, because it will be better than what they came up with.
Yeah, and George Railroad Martin is not going to finish the books ever, so
why would he? I mean, why would he? I mean, it's like, would you? I wouldn't. It's like, I got paid, bitch. Fuck this. I'm done. I mean, hire a ghostwriter at this point.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. How would you?
I would just pay a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, don't get me wrong. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Like, I laughed my ass off through this movie, which is funny because I don't think I could watch it twice. Like, I don't think I could watch it again. Like,
this is only this. I watched it once when it came out, and then I watched it this now. So
I don't think I could watch it. And it's like, no.
Oh, you're talking about Fast 9. Let's talk about Project X. I rolled all the way back.
Oh no, I could never watch that again. Are you fucking kidding me? I could barely watch it the first time.
I won't watch Fast 9 again either.
No, that was, it was funny. And there again, they did service for everything. It was like everything they did, like, okay, how does Han come back? I mean, even like there again, Tyrese Givens. How did you not die? Your car blew up. Oh, it was Mr. No Name. What?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sakes, is that going to be the answer for everything?
Well, then the truck lands on Tyrese, and he walks out.
How did you not die?
Right. It's like, dude, Kip, are you still in the chat? Because I want to ask. We're gonna have a show in 2 weeks. If you're available, Kip, I want you to pick the movie to watch.
Oh, I would love to have Kip on. That would be fun. Yeah,
we will.
And man, it's got to be a good movie. For the love of God, I can't do Project X. I can't do these crappy movies anymore, man. It's like really bad homework. It's like, what do I got to do? Oh my God,
Scott, open the door and tell Casey, you got us. You got us good.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you got us good. There's no doubt about
Kip
it.
is, if he's available, man. All right. So we need him to add one and pick one. Let me pull up the list here. So, Kip, I'm putting you on the spot.
Why don't we just, I tell you what, here's what we're going to do. I'd say we don't even do this. Put the list away. Yeah. Just put the list away. Because screw the list. Kip, just pick the movie we're going to watch. Don't care. Don't even pay attention to the list. Whatever movie you want us to watch, we're just going to do that. Because the list sucks.
Hey, there's some good ones on here.
Oh, there's some good ones.
I'll stand by that. Superbad, Lords of Dogtown. It's good.
Yeah, but there again, like, can we get a movie that isn't 20 years old? Walking Dead. You know, the first season of Walking Dead was the best. Like, I bought that because it was like 6 episodes of like, holy crap, this is a show? And then the second season, you're just like, all right, it might get better. And then they were at the house, and you're like, this is stupid. And then the girl came out of the barn, and you're like, she's been in the barn the whole time? Like, we've been looking for this girl, and she's literally been a zombie the whole time? Oh, my God, this sucks. And then he kills his buddy, and they figure that out, and you're like, oh. Rush Hour sucked. Okay, Rush Hour 1 through 3 were great movies when they came out 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? No, I can't. I'm from China. I don't speak English.
Hey, Rocky's on this list. Interstellar.
Yeah, it didn't lose its way. It
sucks.
There was no way to go.
I quit watching
it. Was like,
I was so hyped on that when it came out because I knew about the trade paperbacks and all that. And the first season, I was like, yes, this is freaking awesome. And then I was putting up with it through the prison. I stopped watching, picked it back up, and I was like, I'll give it another chance. And then they went with the whole Negan thing, and I was like, I can't watch it anymore.
No. And it's one of those things. So, oh, bless you. He's got the D.
That was a Rona. That's a Delta.
Yeah, that was a D. We just call it the D. You got straight D, bro. You got D on the nose. D across the chin. I mean, come on, Kip. You can do it, man. You can do it.
Yeah. And if not,
Turn around and
text
yell
me.
at the wife. What's my favorite movie? She'll know.
You text me, and it's going to be 2 weeks. They're not going to remember what we say tonight anyways.
No, I won't, because I'll have to be like,
Dean
wait, what? Dean forgets
Dean
everything.
will watch the other Project X, and then we'll discuss that.
Oh, it looked way better. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, that would have been a good episode. I'm like, oh yeah, but the Costa guy, you remember him? No.
Matthew Broderick and a chip.
Yeah,
spectacular. It was a great 80s movie. Enter the Dragon or Jackie Brown. Dean says newer. How about John Wick? I mean, it's not like I haven't watched it 200 times. I mean, we can talk about all three of them, because I mean,
I've only seen one.
Really?
Yeah.
John Wick is the shit.
But it's all the same movie, right?
Oh, it's all the same movie.
Yeah.
All of them are the same movie. And what is it? There's another one, the movie that just came out with this guy that's actually the John Wick movie, but if his wife would have lived. Nobody. Oh my God, Nobody. If you haven't seen Nobody, you gotta watch Nobody, because that is legit the story. If John Wick if his wife wouldn't have died of cancer and he would have gone on to have kids and all that, that is Nobody. 100%. That's legit. That is that movie. I was watching going.
Yeah, that's on the list too.
But Nobody was awesome. I mean, that is John. It's John Wick. It's 100% John Wick. I mean, damn, I might watch that.
Got Sal. Better Call Saul. Saul's in it. It's all good, man.
Yeah. Nobody was definitely the. I have not seen Nobody. Why don't we do Nobody then, Kip? You down for Nobody? You haven't seen Nobody, have you?
No, I haven't.
Why don't we do Nobody? I mean, if Kip's in, it's Kip's call. I don't want to twist any arms here, because it's 100%. If he'd rather do that movie, because I think you have to pay for it. But I think Nobody's the way to go, because we've all seen John Wick, and Nobody is it's the parallel universe of what would have happened.
And I've got 2 weeks. I'll rewatch John Wick, and we'll just talk about the vice versa.
The dynamics between the two? All right, cool.
That'd be good.
All right, that gives me an excuse to watch this movie again. I got 2 weeks.
Cool.
All right, so Kip's in. So, in 2 weeks, when Hifivega is back from his romp with his two women, his two girlfriends, well, one wife, both wives.
We're not bringing the girlfriend this time.
No, you're bringing the girlfriend. You're totally bringing the girlfriend. You're going to spend the first one with the wife, and then you're going with your girlfriend. Okay? Let's be honest, man.
I can barely get one woman to put up with my nonsense. This would be a very tough pool here.
Hey, look, man. You can call it a boyfriend if you want. I was being nice. Okay? I was much better calling Derek your girlfriend, all right?
No, that's the other one, yeah. Now, that's my brother.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, sure. Brother. Yeah. We'll call it brother. Brother from another mother. We're going to drop that one.
There you go.
But you got this busy schedule for the next couple weeks, so we're going to take a week off next week, which I am perfectly fine with, because I have so much work to do. Too cool. But when we come back, we'll have Mr. Kip Lindsay on.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about Nobody. I'm Nobody. There's that dude. It's great.
I've been wanting to watch it anyway, so it's a good excuse to rent it.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal. But anyways, that is that.
That's it.
You got anything else you want to add before we sign off here?
That's it. I'm fixing to go to the beach and relax. I've worked
That's awesome.
in the past 2 weeks at work / doing wire / YouTube. I'm actually pretty tired. I mean, usually you don't get this tired, but I'm pretty tired this week.
I was laughing when you said that, because I was like, he realizes that's like a normal week for me, right?
Right.
That's legit. Every fucking week is exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, I do that every week. I mean, because we work 6 days. We work 6 days a week, and then I come home and edit 5 days a week
on Sunday. Yeah.
Actually, no, all week. I mean, we're editing all week,
Yeah.
and then lately I've been editing. Because I got 3 PowerPoints to make, so every Sunday I've been doing extensive PowerPoint working. And they're like, you really don't have to go that crazy on the PowerPoint. I'm like, we have met before, right? I mean, even fundamentals I go way too far on. And I've already forgotten what we were going to do this week's fundamental on. Shit.
Don't worry. Nando will remind you.
No, he won't. He'll forget. He won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beach bound, her tool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, that'd be awesome. I will not be beach bound. And even if I could be, I would drive right past it and go someplace else.
Oh, man. Psycho. He is a legitimate psycho, y'all.
Well, you know, it's one of those things. It's like we live on the beach. I don't want anything to do with the beach. You know,
would you go to the lakes, though? Do you go to the lakes?
I don't like, no, I have a pool. I don't need any of that crap. I don't even use that much. Like, I think we use it once a year. It's like, it's the 4th of July. It's time to christen the pool. It's the 5th of July. Time to not go in the pool anymore.
The worst.
Yeah.
You're the best and the worst at the same time.
It's like, I want to, but it's like, oh, it's so hot outside.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You gotta get that waterproof iPad or that waterproof laptop so you can edit in the pool.
I don't want to be. No. No. You know, I don't know. It's just like going to the beach is almost like work. You know, it's like, you know, it's just way too much work to get to where there's ocean. See ya, Fro.
Yeah, man.
But all right. Well, that's it for this episode of Side Jag. If you watch Project X, my heart goes out to you. Next week, 2 weeks from this week, we'll have a great time. For those of you that haven't seen Fast 9, by all means, give it a watch, laugh your ass off, because that's what it's worth. It's worth a good laugh. And if you have Apple Plus, make sure you watch the Sound. Out of all these things that we've talked about tonight, that's the one you'll be like, damn, that's what you get when you put some money into something. That was awesome. And for the rest of you, have a great night. Hi-Fi, you have a wonderful trip with the wives, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
We out of here.